welcome in everyone to Life Without Limits, where there are no limits to how you can succeed and what you can do with your life. The mission of my podcast is to bring on fascinating people to talk about how you can change your life and talk about how they have changed their lives, hopefully to inspire you to know that there is nothing that you cannot accomplish. In that, I thank all of my loyal listeners and viewers for joining me today, because truly I have the best of the best on my shows. In that vein, I want to welcome in my friend Richard Butler, all the way from, where are you, Richard?
I'm in Barcelona. But
are you in Barcelona back now? Okay. So he's in Barcelona, Spain, originally from the Green Isle of Ireland. So you'll notice his fantastic, lovely accent. We have been working on Richard's abundance, bringing in more prosperity into his life. So Richard, how is that going?
What's happening? It's going fantastic.
Woo! Here, folks.
Yeah, I tell you, it's been going really well. I was laughing when I was connecting up to this call because I checked one of my email accounts and I saw that I had another sale from something I was promoting had just come in about 14 minutes before we actually did this call. And
wow.
I tell you, it's been going really, really well. And I think what has changed is now, well, I'll tell you a couple of things that are quite interesting. I think last week I got a number of sales from affiliate commissions coming in, and I actually, for a couple of minutes, I actually felt embarrassed by it because I had got 2 or 3 notifications over 2 days of quite healthy sales, and I felt embarrassed. And then I said, no, I don't. And it got to the point where I said to my wife, guess what? She said, well, how much have you made today? And it's like, yeah. Now, let me say, I'm not living the dream. I'm not down by the beach drinking the margaritas, and I'm not going to buy a sports car next week. But I have seen a dramatic improvement. Since I've started working with you, I've seen a dramatic improvement in the abundance. Now, again, that's not to say that, all my money problems are solved, because there's still expenditures going out and money coming in. But slowly but surely, this is taking shape. And I'm not really concerned about money anymore.
Wow.
To be honest. I don't have that, because I remember when we started talking a couple of months ago,
right, I
was telling you how I was worried, how I sort of got to the end of the month and I was like, and now I know December's a really expensive month because of Christmas and everything coming up, but I'm not overly concerned. I'm not overly concerned as I was before.
Wow. The analogy that we had used was you pumping money into your gas tank of your car.
Exactly.
Do you even think about that analogy anymore? Does that even come to you maybe in your subconscious, or do you even remember?
No, I do. And I think possibly a week ago I thought about that. The funny thing is that I'm in no way, and I don't think I ever will be, I'm in no way cocky over this. I'm like really grateful for it. I'm giving gratitude, and I'm writing in my gratitude diary of how grateful I am for having worked with you, for kind of unblocking the blockage that I had. And it's very interesting because I really do think 2019 holds a lot of very interesting things for me, because there's a couple of things that I'm in kind of negotiations with to do some work for people.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like 2019 is going to be a really good year.
It has to. I mean, I follow you on Facebook and I go, oh my gosh, it's Richard again. Oh my gosh, what is he doing now? Oh my gosh.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere. And then I think, someday I'll be able to do what he's doing.
You're already doing it. You're changing lives. I've been amazing.
But I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that this is working out. Do you have any doubts or fears or concern that you want to tap out today? Because that's the method that we have been using, emotional freedom techniques, to tap out any blockages that you are consciously aware of.
No, I suppose just to keep the focus and to keep that belief, because now the belief is even stronger that, the money will flow, because it was like a little tap that when we started, it started to drip. And now at least maybe 2 or 3 times a week, I'm getting notifications of sales coming in. I'm getting a notification of affiliate sales from many different sources that I'm actually going through.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and then different offers of work with people. Because I think I said on Facebook, my aim for next year is to really concentrate on video work. And there's been a couple of things coming in, and I'm setting up a couple of things. So that's, I suppose, just to keep that feeling that I have, because I haven't stopped smiling since I started this.
Well, you are a social media internet genius with all your posts.
I wish.
You definitely know more than I know. I'm getting there. But with everything that you're doing, being a coach, helping people with their social media, working one-on-one with people, oh my goodness. So talented. And then do you have any, I want to promote you, so do you have any journals or anything handy that you can put on the screen here of things that...
Well, actually, now that you say that.
Yes, let's do it.
This is the proof copy of my gratitude journal.
2-year gratitude journal. See the good in your life by Richard Butler. Whoa!
No, I think this is really
That's a big journal. It's a big
journal. It's 2 years.
Yes.
And I think it's really important because we forget about being grateful for people. And let me just see. I've been writing in this now for the last couple of weeks since I got it. And it's just really interesting because sometimes you forget to be grateful for things. For example, one was, list 3 things that you're grateful for. And one of them was my video skills.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That I can edit videos, that I can be in front of the camera, etc. And it's just small things to remember to be grateful for, because sometimes we say we have nothing to be grateful for in life, but it's the small things. It's even getting up in the morning, having something to eat, having a coffee. We can be grateful for those things. And people say, well, why? And the reason is because you've taken it for granted that you have all these things,
And where can people get that journal?
They can actually buy that on Amazon.
Okay.
And I will include a link to it. And then I have the second one here, which is the 1 year to success. Does that come up?
Hold it up a little higher. Okay. Oh, the 1 year to success. See the change. Wow.
And this has a number of articles in it, and it's kind of like the gratitude journal, and it's asking you a number of questions of what went well for you, what you could improve, what your daily quote is for yourself. So let me just see one of my daily quotes. Let me see, because I did have a couple of good ones that I did like. For example, believe you can do it. That was my daily quote for the 8th of the 12th,
Yes.
And then I had, other daily quotes as well that I felt were very important. And a learning point each day, because I think every day we can learn something.
Beautiful.
We can learn to be better.
Yes. So that's not just busy work, Richard. That actually works to attract more abundance into people's lives when they write this down, when they write down things that they're grateful for.
Yeah, I think it's really important.
All right, I need to go to Amazon today and get that book for sure. And I encourage everyone out there that's listening to please consider buying. No, don't consider, buy it.
Buy it.
Get rid of that word, Joan. Don't consider it, buy it, because actually physically write it down.
I think that's really important, because I returned to journaling back in 2015, and I found a really good journal, but then it went out of print. And it helped me substantially. And I look back, during that time, it was a bit of a rough time for me. And I look back and I can see how much I've changed, which is really amazing. So writing things down, because maybe as we get older, maybe it's just me, but we tend to forget.
Yes. Well, that's one of the things I do when I'm working with my clients. I say, okay, what goals do you want to work on the long term? What do you want to accomplish today? And then I say, okay, so on a scale of 0 to 10, how much do you believe that to be true? If you don't believe that to be true, then if we raised it by 1 point, would you be happy? Or by 2 points? Or if we decreased your pain by 1 point or 2 points, would you be happy? Because my goal is always to get it down to 0 if we're talking about pain. But sometimes people are thrilled at just the idea of bringing it down 1 or 2 points. And then if it drops down even further, then they're ecstatic. Yes. So it's really important to be able to get a baseline as to where you are today and then check in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. And I'm always telling people, please note where you are right now and then check in 1 year and see what's going on in your life. Because if somebody would have told me that I would be doing podcasting a year and a half ago, if somebody would have told me that I'd have 23 courses on Udemy, well, even definitely 1 year ago, 3 years ago, I didn't even know what Udemy was. So, and it goes on and on. If somebody would have told me that I would be traveling here, there, and everywhere teaching, I wouldn't have believed them. It's really important to be able to look back and reflect on where you were and how far you've come.
And I think that's really interesting. And personally, I'm going to review the calls that we did as well to see where I was, I think it was 2-3 months ago, and how I feel now. And there's just been a complete change. It's just,
wow.
You are amazing.
I am your emotional freedom techniques coach. I am your prosperity coach. And it's
I recommend you highly.
Thank you, Richard.
And your courses.
Thank you. It's an honor to be with you. It really is.
So,
yes.
What could be the next step then to continue on this wave of prosperity that's starting to flow much more?
Right. Let's think of, so you've got people you're going to be working with, your affiliate group. Let's dream the big dream.
Okay.
In 1 year from now, what would you like to be doing? Teaching, lecturing, traveling?
All of the above. All of the above.
Okay.
Yeah, I
something
think
that seems beyond your reach at the moment.
No, but there is a fear of saying, okay, I'm going to jump with my 2 feet into this, and this is going to be my source of income. This is going to be my sole source of income, these projects that I'm putting together.
Okay.
Because coming from the, a corporate environment, from a full-time teaching or lecturing position, you kind of go, well, should I stay there and get a little bit of extra income, or can I do this to replace and actually double or treble my current income? So that's the only fear. But even my wife was saying to me, oh yeah, next year we'll have more freedom to travel, and then you can do your work from wherever it may be, And I kind of looked and said, okay, so she believes it as well. And I said, it's not just me. I must be bringing out this vibe.
Well, thinking about that fear,
okay,
on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being not at all, 10 being the most.
I would say the fear is probably, if I'm being completely honest, at a 7.
Oh, we've got some tapping to do.
Yeah, because it's just that fear of, seeing a salary come in at the end of every month is lovely. And you know that it is there.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's the idea of, well, if you're completely working for yourself, there is a danger there that,
okay, I'm writing this down because I want to be able to use it. Okay, the but, those are the tail enders, but.
Yes.
Give me that but again, Richard, the B-U-T. If I completely.
If I completely jump in to working for myself, the fear there is that there is not a fixed salary or a fixed income at the end of the month that I can say, I know that I have 3, 4, 5,000 at the end of the month to pay all my expenses.
Fixed income at the end of the month. Okay. That's what I love, these tail enders. Okay. So for everybody who may not know what this is, Emotional Freedom Techniques is the tapping thing where we tap on acupressure points of the body, the face, okay, top of head, eyebrows, side of eye, under nose, under lip. I'm just doing the patting of the chest and then under the arm. Just these points help to reduce whatever fear, whatever anxiety is around a particular situation. And then once that anxiety has been removed, then the positive can come in, evidenced by how well Richard's doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the setup statement on the fleshy part of the hand below the little finger.
No, this is this side. Yeah.
Either side. It doesn't make any difference, wherever you're comfortable.
Me and left and right said a little bit.
Okay.
I just can't.
If you want to do it this way, you're welcome.
No, I'll go this way. It's comfortable.
Okay. I always go over here because I'm right-handed. So Richard, repeat after me.
Okay.
Even though I'm afraid not to have a fixed income at the end of the month, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm afraid not to have a fixed income at the end of the month, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm afraid to completely give up my full-time job and jump in and work for myself.
Even though I'm afraid to give up my full-time job and my fixed income at the end of the month
and work for myself.
I
deeply and completely accept myself. Okay. Top of head. This fear of no fixed income at the end of the month. This fear. No fixed income at the end of the month. This fear. No fixed income at the end of the month. When I completely jump in. This fear. No fixed income at the end of the month. When I completely jump in. Okay. Just take a breath. Tell me what you notice.
I feel better. I feel okay.
Okay, so on that, you started out at a level 7 of intensity, 10 being the most. What's the intensity of the fear right now? It's okay if it's still a 7.
No, between a 5 and a 6.
Between a 5 and a 6?
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. Setup statement again, tapping on the side of the hand below the little finger. Even though I still have some fear. About jumping in completely. And have no guaranteed fixed income at the end of the month. I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I still have some fear. About jumping in completely. And working for myself. And not having a fixed income at the end of the month. I deeply and completely accept myself. Good. Even though I still have some fear. About jumping in. And working completely for myself. And not having a fixed income at the end of the month. I deeply and completely accept myself. Good. All remaining fear. Of working for myself. All remaining fear. Of working for myself completely. All remaining fear. Of working for myself completely. All remaining fear. Of working for myself completely. Beautiful. Take a breath. close your eyes
Okay.
and see you putting a letter of resignation in to your current monthly position.
Okay. If I'm honest again,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a clear picture.
You don't see a clear picture of working at your guaranteed monthly income or jumping
Level of
in?
resignation.
Oh, you don't see.
I
Oh,
can't see the picture.
you can't see the picture.
No. No.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Oh, so you still see yourself working there when you close your eyes?
No, I don't see anything.
You don't see anything?
Yes.
Ooh, somebody's blocking their abundance. Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
And see if you can see yourself totally an entrepreneur, totally working for yourself.
I don't see anything at the moment.
You don't see anything in the moment, unless you may not be a visual person, but I think you are, right?
No, I am, but
Okay.
I just, no pictures are coming into my mind now.
Okay, no problem. Tell me if you feel anything when you think of being an entrepreneur, working completely for yourself.
At the moment, I feel comfortable.
Okay. So thinking of giving your resignation to your guaranteed income, how does that make you feel?
Again, it's the same feeling. It's an equal feeling.
It's an equal feeling of I'm excited to do it, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure what your feeling is.
It's an equal feeling of the feeling of being an entrepreneur. There's just if it can be, there's no feeling.
Okay.
It's a neutral feeling.
It's a neutral feeling. So then going back to your original statement, say there is no fixed income at the end of the month. I am totally on my own.
There is no fixed income at the end of the month. I'm totally on my own.
Okay. What is your reaction to that?
That would give me a little bit of stress. I felt a little bit of stress on that.
Aha. And how intense is the stress?
It's probably brought up to a 5.5, maybe.
Okay. See, this is how this works. I can always figure out a way to make people feel uncomfortable, but this is how we find out what to tap on.
Okay.
Okay, so even though I'm still feeling the stress.
Even though I'm still feeling the stress.
Of becoming an entrepreneur solely for myself.
Of becoming an entrepreneur solely for myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though I'm still feeling some stress around becoming an entrepreneur.
Even though I'm still feeling some stress over becoming an entrepreneur.
100% for myself.
100% for myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though I'm still feeling some stress over working for myself, 100%.
Even though I'm still feeling some stress working for myself, 100%.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Remaining stress.
Remaining stress.
Working for myself, 100%.
Working for myself, 100%.
Remaining stress.
Remaining stress.
Working for myself, 100%.
Working for myself, 100%.
Remaining stress.
Remaining stress.
Working for myself, 100%.
Working for myself, 100%.
Remaining stress.
Remaining stress.
Working for myself, 100%.
Working for myself, 100%.
Good. Okay. And relax. And just take a breath. Say, working for myself, 100%.
Working for myself, 100%.
What do you notice?
It's okay now. It's okay.
It's okay?
It's okay. There probably still is an undercurrent, a small little undercurrent there.
Well, we'll take care of the undercurrent. I'm just curious on our 0 to 10 scale.
I'd say 5. So again, kind of in a neutral.
Well, 5 isn't neutral. 0 is neutral.
Then a halfway point.
Then you have 5. Okay. So something, say,
I deserve to work for myself completely.
I deserve to work for myself completely.
Is that ring true for you?
There's hesitation there.
Oh.
Hesitation there saying that.
Say, it's possible to work for myself completely.
It's possible to work for myself completely.
Is that true?
Yes, that feels better.
Okay. Say, I want to work for myself.
I want to work for myself.
Is that a true statement?
Yes.
And let me think, there's one more here. I have no fear working for myself.
I have no fear of working for myself.
Does that ring true?
No, not 100%, no.
So we've got deserving and fear. These are the unconscious saboteurs
Okay.
that get in our way.
Okay.
Okay, tap on the side of your hand. Actually, Richard, we're going to do something else, kind of fancy. I want you to take both your thumbs and come 4 inches down from both shoulders and massage some neurolymphatic points on your chest towards your heart center and say, even though there's a part of me
Even though there's a part of me
that doesn't believe I deserve to work for myself 100%.
that doesn't believe that I deserve to work for myself 100%,
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though there's a part of me
Even though there's a part of me
that doesn't feel I deserve to work for myself 100%.
that doesn't feel that I deserve to work for myself 100%.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though there's a part of me
Even though there's a part of me
that doesn't feel I deserve to work for myself 100%.
that doesn't feel that I deserve to work for myself 100%.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Good. Okay, now just take a breath. Good. We'll take care of the saboteur. Say, I deserve to work for myself 100%.
I deserve to work for myself 100%. Now, a thought came into my mind while we were doing that, and it was a thought of bills.
I'm sorry, I thought of
bills.
bills. Oh, excellent.
Okay.
So now when you say I deserve to work for myself 100%, that thought comes up. This is what's called daisy chaining.
Okay.
That we start on one aspect and then it moves over here and then it drops here and then it moves over here and it drops here. So what's happening is we're peeling away layers of the onion in your subconscious and we're coming up with the real reason for not deserving. That part of you that doesn't think you're deserving. Bills.
Yes.
So bills get in the way and they have to be paid.
Exactly.
And if I don't have this guaranteed income at the end of the month, then I can't pay my bills.
Exactly.
Uh-huh. Okay, sir. Tapping on the side of the hand. Even though I have bills coming in at the end of the month.
I have bills coming in at the end of the month.
And what if I can't pay them?
And what if I can't pay them?
If I work completely for myself.
If I work completely for myself.
Does this sound like a true statement for you, Richard? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No, that's a true statement. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though there are bills that come in at the end of the month.
Even though there are bills that come in at the end of the month.
What if I can't pay them if I'm completely on my own?
What if I can't pay them if I'm completely on my own?
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though there are bills that come in at the end of the month.
Even though there are bills that come in at the end of the month.
What if I can't pay them if I completely work for myself?
What if I can't pay them if I completely work for myself?
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
The bills that come in at the end of the month.
The bills that come in at the end of the month.
What if I can't pay them if I am a 100% entrepreneur?
What if I can't pay them if I'm a 100% entrepreneur?
The bills that come in at the end of the month.
The bills that come in at the end of the month.
What if I can't pay them if I don't have a guaranteed income at the end of the month?
What if I can't pay them if I don't have a guaranteed income at the end of the month?
The bills that come in at the end of the month.
The bills that come in at the end of the month.
What if there's not enough money to pay them if I work completely for myself?
What if there's not enough money to pay them if I work completely for myself?
The bills that come in at the end of the month.
The bills that come in at the end of the month.
What if there's not enough?
What if there's not enough?
When I work completely for myself.
When I work completely for myself.
Good. Beautiful. Just take a breath.
Okay.
What does that seem like? You being able to pay all your bills with just you working for yourself.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would feel amazing.
That would feel amazing.
It would.
Okay. Now, we started out at a 7. Where is the concern now that if you give up your guaranteed full-time job, you'd be able to pay your bills at the end of the month?
I'd say it's probably at a 5. We're probably round about a 5.
Round about a 5. Okay.
Not a high 5, but like a sort of a high 4, a high 4 and a middle 5.
Okay. So we're going to do this. Even though I still have fear.
Even though I still have fear.
About being able to pay my bills at the end of the month.
About being able to pay my bills at the end of the month.
If I give up my guaranteed job.
If I give up my guaranteed job.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though I still have fear.
Even though I still have fear.
That I can't pay my bills at the end of the month.
I can't pay my bills at the end of the month.
When I give up my full-time job.
When I give up my full-time job.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though I still have fear.
Even though I still have fear.
Thinking about paying all my bills.
Thinking about paying all my bills.
Working totally for myself.
Working totally for myself.
If I give up my full-time job.
If I give up my full-time job.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Good. This fear.
This fear.
Someday, I'm going to give up my full-time job.
Someday, I'm going to give up my full-time job.
And then I'll be able to pay my bills completely by myself.
And then I'll be able to pay my bills completely by myself.
Someday, I'll give up my full-time job.
Someday, I'll give up my full-time job.
And be able to pay my bills completely by myself.
I'll be able to pay my bills completely by myself.
Someday, I'll give up my full-time job.
Someday, I'll give up my full-time job.
And be able to pay my bills completely by myself.
And be able to pay my bills completely by myself.
Someday, I'll give up my full-time job.
Someday, I'll give up my full-time job.
And be able to pay my bills completely by myself.
And be able to pay my bills completely by myself.
There we go. There we go. Take a breath. So think in the future.
Okay.
And the future can be 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, wherever you want it to be.
Okay.
Is it possible that someday you will be able to give up your full-time job and pay your bills completely by yourself?
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
What is what we call the validity of cognition or your belief? 10 being absolutely and 0 being, are you kidding me, Joan?
I think it's an 8, but I don't.
8.
I don't have the time frame. I'm not sure whether it's.
Don't worry about the time frame.
So it's an 8.
Just you see it in your future.
Yeah.
Definitely. Can you close your eyes and see this happening in your future?
Yes, I can.
Okay, that's what we're going for. It doesn't matter when the future is. 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. When it happens, it will happen.
Okay.
Even though I'm an intuitive on many levels, I am not going to predict because that would spoil the surprise for everyone, especially you.
But you have an idea.
I have an idea, but I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, no. I'm like a kid at Christmas. I need to know. What's it all about?
Oh, I'm terrible.
No, I do feel better. If you said to me in 2 months' time, that would stress me. But if we say it is going to happen, I feel a lot better.
Yes, it is going to happen. Absolutely. You're at an 8 with that belief.
Yes.
Probably tomorrow or next week you'll be at a 9, especially when you get another check coming in.
All right. I will let you know. I will let you know.
Richard, is there anything that you want to end with before we say goodbye?
A big thank you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank you. Yeah, no, because you're one of the people, yourself and Scott, and there's a few other people who have made a great impact this year on my life.
Oh, you're so kind. I appreciate that.
No, but it's true. It's true, I have to say.
Well, everybody, you know where to find Richard. He's all over the place.
And where do we find you, Joan?
We find me at joankaylor.com or joan@joankaylor.com because I, as you can plainly see, I help people all over the world. Richard's in Barcelona. I'm in lovely Pennsylvania, U.S.,
Okay.
and looking forward to traveling in person, either through in person on a foreign land or coming to you through electronically to help you be able to increase your abundance or anything else that you would like to talk about.
Yeah.
So EFT
will travel. EFT will travel, and I highly recommend.
EFT will travel, yes. My website at joankaylor.com has all of my Udemy courses on it, and I love working with people through Zoom. So
yeah, and it's perfect.
Call me, email me. Thank you,
Yeah.
everybody. Thank you, Richard, and thank you, everybody, for watching and listening. This has been so much fun. I love getting together with Richard and helping him create more abundance. So for right now, bye-bye. See you next time.
See you next time, Joan. Thank you so much. Bye.
You're so welcome. Bye-bye.